In this video, we're going to cover 10 things you're actually going to want to wear this spring and summer. Quick caveat, if you're looking for the latest spring-summer 2025 fashion trends, this probably isn't the video for you. But if you're in your 30s, your 40s, you've got kids, a great career, a packed schedule, and you just want to look good without having to overthink your outfits, this video is for you. The good news is, this is easier to pull off than you think. Dressing well doesn't mean dressing up. It's about looking sharp in the clothes that you wear every day, whether you're just running errands or you're hanging out with the kids. These 10 spring and summer essentials make all of that effortless. So let's get into it. Number 1, let's upgrade your shorts. If you still got baggy, knee-length cargo shorts from American Eagle 20 years ago, or slinky basketball shorts that you like to wear, let's ditch those. Those aren't doing favors for anybody. Here's what you're gonna go for instead. Easy to wear chino shorts in 3 colors: charcoal gray, navy, and olive or army green. These are the do-everything shorts. You can wear them with t-shirts, button-ups, sweaters, sweatshirts. They go with everything. You're gonna want to go with a 7-inch inseam. This is gonna hit right above the knee, and I found in my experience, it's perfect for most heights. My recommendation for these are the 365 chino shorts from Flint and Tinder. They come in a ton of different colors. Once you get these 3, you can kind of explore and see what else you like. Plus, they come in 3 different lengths: 5, 7, and 9 inches. Like I mentioned, the 7-inch inseam I found to be perfect for a majority of guys out there. But if you want to go shorter or you need it longer, you can. Just make sure that your shorts end a few inches above the knee. You don't want to go any longer than that. So if you're traveling this summer and the weather calls for sharp but casual outfits, these shorts are going to fit in perfectly. For a 3 to 5 day getaway, you can keep it super simple, pack light. Just bring 2 or 3 pairs of these, get them on rotation, and you're good to go. Speaking of packing light, let me tell you about the one bag that I always take with me on every single trip. Because it has enough space to pack for a 3-day trip, yet airlines still consider it a personal item. It's this guy, the bento bag from Nomad Lane. Listen, looking good should never feel like a hassle, which is why I'm making this video. Same with packing for a trip. And having the right bag can make all the difference. If you've been following this channel for a while, you know that I've been using and recommending this bag since at least 2018. I've tested all the versions over the years, and somehow they just keep making it better and better. I'm using version 4 now, and personally, I think it's the best one yet. The bento bag is structured, compact, and like I mentioned, it actually fits underneath the seat in front of you on pretty much any airline. It opens flat like a mini suitcase. You can pack a few pairs of shorts and some shirts in there, super easy. Everything stays organized and is easy to access. No more digging through a black hole of a bag trying to find exactly what you need. It's got a dedicated space for your laptop and other gear, your toiletries, your essentials. Plus there's a pass-through sleeve so you can slip it right over the trolley handle of your carry-on luggage if you're bringing one. And when you're not using it, you can zip the bottom and then it becomes another easy access pocket. Super smart. So if you're the kind of guy who likes to pack light, keep it simple, this bag makes that effortless. I'll be sure to drop a link in the description box below so you can learn more about the bento bag. Like I said, if you're traveling this spring and summer, this is the bag that you need. Thanks to Nomad Lane for sponsoring this channel, and thanks to you, dear viewer, for supporting the brands that allow me to make videos just like this one. Okay, number 2, let's talk about button-up shirts. Now, I'm not talking about dress shirts. That's usually longer, the fabric's a little bit shinier, you tuck them in, you wear them with suits and ties. Not those. You need casual button-up shirt options, ones that you can wear tucked or untucked. And usually they are in more casual fabrics like cotton poplin, linen, chambray. I'm gonna suggest 3 different shirts. The first group is a white and a blue button-up shirt made out of either cotton poplin or an Oxford cloth. And then the third one is a light blue chambray. You're gonna get a ton of use out of these shirts during the spring and summer months. It's crazy. You can wear them on their own. You can wear them over t-shirts. They're just really versatile and really great to have. If you do want to experiment with some pattern, you can go with a stripe, a small check, maybe a subtle plaid. These are some of the easiest to find patterns out there for button-up shirts. The key here is to keep everything pretty muted because you want that versatility. We're gonna get to more exciting and vibrant stuff in a minute, so stick with me. As far as recommendation, check out J. Crew. They have a ton of shirting available. Everything from cotton poplin fabric, like I mentioned, linen. They have different color chambrays. They have different colors and patterns available in all of these shirts. Tons of options. Number 3, let's update those t-shirts. Ditch the old ratty and holey t-shirts that you've been holding on for 15 to 20 years. Let's not wear those in public. Maybe around the house, maybe when doing some yard work, but definitely not when you're going out with friends or to a nice event. For the t-shirt you want a mid-weight fabric, something that has a little bit more heft so it drapes nicely and doesn't cling to every luscious curve of yours. These t-shirts that I'm recommending are gonna work untucked or tucked. As far as colors, you wanna go with the essentials: white, heather gray, black. You're gonna wear those with everything. For the summer months, I also like a striped tee. I have a cream and black striped shirt that I love. I also have a navy and white striped shirt that I love. It just feels very summery. Skip the big logos and graphic tees, especially if you're going for a more classic and enduring spring and summer wardrobe. For the price, I feel like you can't beat Uniqlo's crew neck tees. They have a more boxy and roomier fit without being too oversized, and they work really well, tucked or untucked. Also, they come in a bunch of colors, so after you get the 3 that I mentioned, you can explore the other colors and see what else you might like. Number 4, sweater polos. Now you might hear that and be like, sweaters for summer? Ugh, hot. Stick with me. You also might hear polo and think, oh, gross, like a golf polo, like one of those synthetic material, floppy collar, long backside. No. We're not talking about those polos either. This is not your typical polo that you might think of when you hear the word polo. These ones have a sweater-like texture. They're made from a knit material. It's very nice, very soft, easy to wear. These feature a ribbed hem and sleeves. They end right at the hip. It's the perfect length. You can wear it untucked and it doesn't look sloppy. There are a few collar options. Some have a standard 2 or 3 button placket. Others have Johnny collar style where it's just open, same distance but just no buttons. And some unbutton all the way, like a button-up shirt. So why consider a sweater polo? These look a little bit more sharper and refined than just a t-shirt, and they're more comfortable than a woven shirt like a Oxford cloth button down or a cotton poplin shirt that I mentioned earlier. Another reason is that they come in a ton of different colors and patterns. If you want something more exciting than the typical menswear neutral colors that I suggest, or the solid colors that I always suggest because they're so versatile, you're gonna find a lot of options with sweater polos. The one tip I have for you here is to keep the bottoms neutral. So if you're wearing something that's more vibrant up top, go with a pretty standard menswear neutral friendly color down below. As far as Rex, Bonobos has a ton of sweater polos available right now. I suggest you go and check them out. Moving on to bottoms. Number 5, a pair of lightweight denim. I'm gonna guess that most of the denim that's in your closet is a heavier weight denim. Something that works well in the warmer months, but maybe you get to feel a little bit too hot if you're gonna wear them in the spring and summer. That's why you want a pair of lightweight denim. Most lightweight denim I find is about 12 to 13 ounces. You can actually search lightweight denim on Google and a bunch are gonna come up. I prefer a fabric blend of 98-2. That means 98% cotton, 2% elastane. That allows for a little bit of stretch while still maintaining the structure that we like in our pants. That little 2% of elastane it makes a huge difference and it's so comfortable to wear all throughout the day. I suggest going for a standard straight leg pair of denim, nothing too tapered or slim, nothing too baggy. You just can't beat a straight leg in terms of versatility and classic style. As far as denim color, I suggest a light wash denim. It just makes more sense for the warmer months, but I do see some dark wash lightweight denim out there, which I think could be a smart pickup, especially if you are going out at night. You want to keep the fabric and the material lightweight, but you want darker colors to sort of match the vibe of the evening time. So take a look at those options. I'll include some links down below. Number 6, a pair of fatigue pants. So you might be wondering why I'm suggesting fatigues. Well, I think they're a great alternative to chinos, and sometimes you just don't want to wear jeans. These are often more rugged, they have a relaxed fit, and the key details here are the patch pockets on front and back. These pair well with a bunch of stuff, and they just look more interesting. You can wear them with t-shirts and sneakers, button-ups and loafers, sweaters, sweatshirts. They go with it all. And typically you're gonna find them in an olive drab army green color. Quince has a really cool pair of fatigue pants. I'm gonna link those below, as well as any other alternatives I might find. All right, getting into spring and summer outerwear. Number 7, the shacket, or shirt jacket, or overshirt, whatever you wanna call it. This is the quintessential in-between layer, right? It's heavier than a standard button-up shirt, but usually lighter than a jacket. The best shacket fabrics for warm weather are cotton twills, linen blends, chambrays. These are softer, more relaxed, and more unstructured than your typical jacket. So you wear this essentially like a shirt. You can throw it on over a t-shirt, a polo, another button up like this. It just adds another layer when it gets a little bit chilly outside. And bonus points, it adds a little bit more visual interest to the outfit as well. Because sometimes you just don't want to go out with only a shirt and pants on. I found a really great shacket over at Everlane. I'm gonna link to that. And in case I find any others, I'm also gonna link those down below. Number 8, a chore coat or a bomber. So I grouped these two together because they are more traditionally actual outerwear versus a shacket. The chore coats typically are made from a cotton twill fabric. There are 3 patch pockets, 1 on the chest, 2 at the hip. They are super easy to wear, come in a bunch of different colors. I personally prefer the blues, like a navy or a bright French blue. You can wear them with anything from tees to polos, button-ups. They look great with jeans, chinos, again, everything. You can really wear this year-round, but I especially love them in the spring and summer months. The bomber jackets have a military heritage to them, and they're really easy to wear. It's that clean and simple silhouette that makes it go with pretty much anything that you would wear in the spring and summer. Most bomber jackets are shorter and they hit right at the hip, which I think looks really good. They zip shut and there are usually ribbed cuffs and ribbed hem. I found that the best colors for bombers are earth tones. I'm thinking like taupe, olive green, or you can go with a navy. I think those three colors match everything. And the material that you find bombers made out of are usually nylon or cotton. So if you're considering any three of these sort of outerwear pieces for spring and summer, I would suggest the chore coat. I think it goes well with a bunch of outfits that I've already mentioned and a lot of the pieces that I do mention here on this channel. If you already have a chore coat or you want to explore other options, then I would probably suggest the bomber and then a jacket. Really, you can't go wrong with any three of these outerwear options. Okay, let's talk about some accessories. Number 9, socks. There are two kinds of socks that I wear. No-show socks and regular crew socks. In case it isn't obvious, a no-show sock is perfect when you want the sockless look, but you don't want to actually go sockless. I've tested tons of no-show socks over the years, and the three most reliable brands that I've found are Boardroom Socks, Ondo, and Falk. What I like about these three brands specifically is that they make no-show socks that do not slip off my heel. Every single pair that I've tested at some point slips off of the heel, but these three brands I found do not, because there's nothing more annoying than a no-show sock slipping off your heel in the middle of the day. In most cases, I'm wearing Boardroom socks for that no-show look, but for some of the lower vamp shoes that I have, like loafers, I have to go with the lower cut no-show socks from either Ondo or Falk. So when I want to go the opposite direction, I wear standard crew socks, usually from a brand called Arvin Goods. They make really great socks that I love. Or a brand called Gold Toe, which I feel like has been around for a while. I think I heard about them because my dad wears them. You can find them on Amazon. These socks are very cushiony and springy. The fabric that they use is really nice, and they're pretty affordable. If you happen to have any favorite sock brands, make sure to drop them in the comments below. Finally, number 10, let's talk about belts. So normally I would suggest a brown leather belt and a black leather belt, depending on the type of shoes that you wear most often. So if you go with black leather boots or black leather shoes, then obviously you're going to want a black leather belt. And same goes for brown belts. But in the spring and summer months specifically, there are so many more options that you don't need to stick with a standard black or brown leather belt. You have braided leather belts, nylon webbed and woven belts, ribbon belts, even Western belts. At this point, the belt becomes more than just utility. It's another thing to add to your outfit that adds a little bit more visual interest. My biggest tip for you here is that you want to match the belt to the outfit as a whole and not just your shoes. Of course, in formal wear, you're going to want to match the leather of your belt to the leather of your shoes, but in this case, when you're dressing more casually, you want to look at the outfit as a whole. I found a ton of great belts for spring and summer. I'm going to drop links below in the description. Go ahead and check them out. If you enjoyed this video, you'll love my video on the 7 uncool things that I think you should still be wearing in 2025. I'll post that right here. So hopefully I've given you a few good ideas on how to switch up your wardrobe for the spring and summer months. You may already have some of these things, and if so, that's great. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.